Here are Sly and the family, known as Stone.
I was on Facebook one evening and had a message from a fellow by the name of Jason Miles. At the time, I didn't know him. He introduced himself as a keyboardist and producer from New York. He mentioned a project that he wanted to run by me. It seemed straightforward and legit. I Googled him, and yep, enough said. When I later got back to him, he talked about a music project themed reimagining the music of Sly and the Family Stone. After running down the possible cast and the vibe he wanted to achieve, he asked if I would be interested. I was silent for a moment. Well, I told him I had been thinking and dreaming about doing something like this for the last decade. He just cast the characters and laid the groundwork, as I would have done it myself, or better. My next words were, "I'm all in."
People are always asking me if I'm ever going to do another reimagined tribute kind of album like I've done with the music of Marvin Gaye, the music of Yvonne Lins, celebrating the music of Weather Report, To Grover with Love. I've always said I really have got to be inspired to make something really great and memorable happen. I started listening to all different kinds of music just as my regular routine, and all of a sudden I started remembering how much I loved the music of Sly and the Family Stone. When I started listening to it, I said, wow, I could do this, and I can bring Global Noize in this thing and really turn it into something really interesting and special. Starting somewhere, I started with It's a Family Affair, because the first thing I heard was Roberta Flack singing that song. And when I called Roberta, she was very enthusiastic about it. And then we're in the studio. Then all of a sudden, everything starts coming together. And the more I talked to artists like Nona Hendrix and Maya Azucena, the more enthusiasm there was towards the project. And now, as we go through time, I've got hooked up with Greg Errico, who's the original drummer in Sly and the Family Stone, and he ends up playing on half the album. And now he wants to perform live with us as well. And that was great validation for me. So let's fast forward, and Sly Reimagined by Global Noize is reality. And after our recent performance at Drum in New York City, premiering the project, Global Noize is now ready to take this around the world and show that this music has a very powerful message that has unity, diversity, inclusion of everybody. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I say, let's get this groove on.